have such a nice brain.
Finally, another ministerial very flat.
Welcome. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Welcome back to the City Hall. And since our last meeting, I hope things were progressive, and alhamdulillah, I've heard some good news. Hopefully, things evolve in a positive direction, so that our dreams, and also the dream of the people of Indonesia, will one day become a reality. So, please.
First, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, thank you very much for giving us time and back to back. I know you're a busy person, and we have been bothering you very quick. Thank you very much. Now, once we went back to our office, let me introduce my colleague, Tior. She is the anchor, she's the leading person for infrastructure. If possible to move, we had like 30 points gaps in the PPA. We brought it down to 4. Okay.
That's impressive.
And by that, we were totally bruised, and I was shaken up, she was shaken up, and people made a lot of noise that you are a bulldozer, you are this, but we did a decent job to bring it forward to Arif, Minister of Energy, and I requested him to. I said, please tell PLN, find out, we are willing to do it. We are financial, we can easily walk away. That PPA is not that good, thank you very much. That's it. But we don't want this to miss, because it is not about this one transaction. There are 4 in Jakarta. Every city has 4 or 5 years. Our estimate is about $7 to $8 billion of money coming into this country. It's humongous. It's not about one single city and one project. So he said, okay, I'll try it out. So then Tior came and had a session with the deputy, the DG, with Arif's office. Then after a few days, Palahu's office called us. Called her to come and we'll discuss where we are. So she went to Palahu's office and they went through the points which I left notice. Then we had been talking to the sponsor, both the sponsors and ourselves and all this stuff. Now what happened is that there are gaps in the PPA, because they just typed few things without understanding. This is the first one, and although IFC said last time, you are financier, what is your problem? In real terms, he has a point. We are not supposed to be saying whether we should be sitting on the side and saying, hey, don't work for us. But this is not IFC. IFC knows that with this one project, we have a huge role to play in this country. That is what IFC is about. So anyway, so all the gaps which are there, it came back, and eventually JACPRO had to take few allocation of risk. Few we passed on to Porter, the sponsor, that you do this, you do this, we'll take this risk. So we reallocated the risk. Now it's an environment and all. So I am only saying, I need from your Highnesses, please, if we are willing to do everything possible, we have done, internally we have done now. One thing. Second thing is that what we do is tomorrow morning at 7:30 we have our investment committees meeting for Washington DC, and all of us we are going to decide about this project, that which are the gaps, so that we are not told tomorrow that IFC did not do the internal process. So this will be our last green light that, okay, you do these two things and then you put the money. So we are bending over backward, doing everything possible which IFC doesn't do. But this is an important project for the country, for us to show that we are there in the country. We're not private equity that we pack up and go. We are here for 70 years. So we want to play our role. So I wanted to come to yourself and give you the update what we have done, and we want you to support it. I mean, to give us a little support and so don't have to put up your shoulders. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, indeed, I think you have done breakthrough that many for so many months and years have not been able to do. And that is, as you said, this is a historic deal, this is a historic project for all of us here in Indonesia. And if this go through, many will follow, many, not only here in Jakarta, Putri. And I think that needs to be put into consideration. We are experiencing tremendous organization, tremendous. And I think we are among the fastest in terms of organizations. And the challenge in every organization is waste management. When we live in a rural area, we don't have to worry about waste. Okay? So the trend is that this is rather different than we're dealing with other issues. We're dealing with a necessity of Indonesia in the future having an ITF operating in, I would say, many cities in this, and not even major, because whenever we're talking population more than 3 million, then we will need a facility, something like this. And there are many of us. So, you know, once all of this is complete, I think we need to have a book on, it's really a book on documenting the process, because for the sake of others to follow. Don't repeat mistake that we did. And then what are the niches that we can take advantage of the rules, despite the fact that government is now undergoing reform in terms of law for investment, so that hopefully it will be a lot simpler in the future. So on that part, I truly appreciate Raja, because I think the mood last meeting and this meeting is very different.
Last
meeting was like, oh, this is basically deadlock and all of that.
I'm sincere. I don't know if I'm successful, but I know she knows. I'm very sincere. I want it.
Sure. And today I think I sense very different. I think sense of accomplishment, and inshallah, in less than 24 hours, we'll find the final great news, inshallah. And on our part, we will do everything that is possible to support this in any ways. Same thing, just as I said, if we are able to go through this, for us, we'll build another 3 immediately. We don't have to wait. Land is ready, technology is ready, financing is inshallah is ready.
We inshallah will put, sorry for cutting you, all 4 of yours in Jakarta, we'll put money back to back.
So I think that hopefully our colleagues, our friends in Washington, and also the Board of Investors also take this into serious considerations. And we have our commitment is truly there. The challenge on our side is always on the guarantee. That always been there. That is the challenge. Letter of guarantee, or letter of comfort, and all of that, because of rules and regulations. Yeah. If there is no rules or regulations on that, we would have taken that. And instead, in fact, historically, whenever we have project that is on our accountability, then we are willing to actually spend more and more money if things were not going on the right direction. And we have done that in the past. But always on project that we're doing. within our institutions, which shows our commitment. The challenge today is more of, because there is Pemprov as an entity, and then there is this local government, and that more complications. But for sure, we will not back off. We will always be in support. So everything that is necessary and that is also possible through our law and regulations, we will have, we can confirm our full support. So hopefully, our friends in Washington, they will be, listening to your presentations, could also imagine from 13 to 4. Okay, and also, well, there's 4 more, but hopefully, some of the perspectives not only about the risk, but also about the opportunity, because the opportunity may outweigh the risk. It's a necessity, and we don't have one. The 4th most populated country in the world don't have an ITF. Okay? That's unacceptable. We will have to have it anyway. So, and there is no disruptions of supply of waste. Anyway, the city will be like this. And in fact, some of the conversations in our neighbors last week, we had meetings with 12 regional leaders in the area. So Governor of Jakarta is also ex officio of this coordinator of 3 governors and 9 mayors and district leaders. Many of them were talking about ITF2 because they are dealing with the issue of garbage, and they all are looking at to Jakarta. Some of their proposals were, in fact, why don't Jakarta build in the border so that we can also supply our waste to your idea. So the demand is there. I mean, I don't see a challenge in terms of demand or everything. So hopefully it will go smooth. But again, we'll do our part wherever it's needed, and many of the rules, regulations that was produced in the past year and a half, all of them for ITF. Many in the past year and a half, the governor decree and Perda, even the Perda, berapa tahun Perda itu?
Dari 2013, 6 tahun.
It took 6 years for them to fight for that Perda, for the peraturan daerah.
I pray for omnibus law.
But all of this, the silver lines is that it all comes at the time that you're here and you crafted all these conversations and able to tie it together and solve convincing proposals.
Inshallah, no, we are going to fight hard, I know. We have defense fight. Now there are issues where IFC says, this is the deal breaker. Now what is the issue with IFC? IFC does one wrong deal, meaning by one loose deal. There are 10 other cities, they'll come to us, you did it with Jakarta, why not us? Because the term sheet will be shared and then it will be a big problem for us. So that we'll work on this. One thing I missed in this is, because I don't have my notes and mental notes, I met Parvazan today on omnibus law, and I requested that on this also he asked what it is important that you work on this. So I mentioned to him that we are trying to get this through, and there are improvements, but there are push and pull going on in the bankability of the PPA. So I want just in case he talks to you, but you should know that I also talked to him. Just when it was on omnibus law, we went to something else. So he was interested in that, what else you're doing. So then I explained to him. So omnibus law, hopefully that happens, and we don't have to go for 6 more years on this small little thing.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
So I think that omnibus law will will truly help, but also simplifying the layers of legal. So whenever we have law passed, then you need to have government regulations, and then you have presidential regulations, and then you have this regional law, and then you have the governor decree. If we are able to bypass all of that, so then once a law is passed, then we are able to produce the local law faster. Then make things a lot easier, because sometimes the delay is in between. That you have all these layers, regulations. So that's our part. On the other hand, hopefully the omnibus does not lead us into chaos either, because that can be an extreme from highly regulated into loosely, extremely unregulated. That's very dangerous. That's very dangerous. But inshallah, we will do our part. Whatever is needed. We know that the challenge that we wish we could have given is that letter, but of course it's not possible from our side. But other thing that is required, that is inshallah will provide.
We will, okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So what I will do is now we'll have, tomorrow at 7:30, by 8:30 we'll be done, 8:30 at night. So what we'll do is, I think, next year, inshallah. But we'll talk to you that what are the, we'll remain department.
Yeah.
That what are the loose ends. Right. Because they will be approved, if they approve it, they will approve it on conditionalities.
Yeah.
So we'll share those conditionalities, that these are the conditions they put on us. So then we'll sit down again, see how we can get around it. Talk to Pelayanan, talk to, how, what. So my only one question is that, is there any flexibility with Pelayanan to fix it? No.
With Pelayanan?
Yeah. You work with them, and you are PhD in that.
Well, actually, there are many cases that if we have a kind of convincing argument, actually there are previous precedent that there is some changes as well. Just to give you the illustration, one of the projects that I was dealing at that time is actually on the revisions of the PPA of Python. Python is a big complex of power plant that was built during Indonesia have focused type of coal, more than 7,000 kilocalories per kilograms. But because of then the coal prices simply very high during 2011, 2013. So everybody was basically exporting their focused type of coal and left Indonesia only the medium type of coal. And then the boiler type spec was no longer be able to use, and of course it has to be changed. So there is some flexibility as long as we have a convincing argument with them.
So anyway, what we'll do is after the meeting, if I am flying out tomorrow night to Washington DC, if he's here, once I come back, we'll try to do it as quickly as possible. We'll sit down, inshallah, and sit with you and say, these are the things. Let's join hands. We are not going to dump anything. You see, we have done everything possible to get around within. IFC is not easy. I mean, I'm saying it myself. It's a big place, and you have to understand.
Right.
All relationships have emotional content in it. Right? We all know. I live here. I know people. I know Tio knows people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For us, it is important that we do it. Somebody sitting in Washington DC and wearing a very expensive tie and expensive suit, he doesn't know, and he doesn't care. He doesn't. What is your problem? Why are you pushing? Why are you doing such a? Why you are angry or something?
Right.
So it is very difficult to get things done. So you have to understand. But we are trying our best. So I'm going to push harder. Then I go to DC. Then again I talk to them. We'll do our best. Then when we say just. But I want you, you know how Pelayanan works.
Yes.
Government has very strong gravitas. So we all work together. I am promising you, I am saying, Wallahi, I will try my best. But you also tell me that you also try, we all try together and build it.
Inshallah. And for us, this is, a turning point. That we have to do it. We just have to do it. It's just no other way around. Inshallah. So you're also heading back to Washington.
Yes, tonight.
Tomorrow night. So after the meeting, so hopefully you can also talk to them.
Then I talk to them
face to face.
I hope it's something. Whatever it is, I'll give them that I met the governor and so ministers, and we tried everything possible. Here we are. So we'll see how far we push it.
Inshallah. Inshallah as well.
But the best thing is you don't pay from your balance sheet. You know why? Then everybody will pay from their balance sheet. And what's the point? Where the foreign capital will come into the country?
Exactly.
Then there's no issue. If everything you have to pay from your balance sheet, how will we get the foreign capital in there? So anyway, we'll talk. I'll do my best. Yeah.
Thank you. So hopefully, inshallah, it goes well tomorrow morning, and also.
Very good meeting.
The atmosphere is different. You are as energetic, as spiritual as it is today. But the atmosphere is a little different.
Okay, Bas.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you.